Yo, what is up guys, and good morning. Welcome to another episode on the channel. You already know we're gonna be doing a Yamaha SVHO. It's actually an FX Cruiser. This customer came in for a Fizzle intercooler because his brand new unit basically exploded. So it's got a couple goodies on there. It's got a Reva blow-off valve kit we're gonna remove, and it's gonna be replaced with the tile that comes with the Fizzle. So yeah, I'm basically gonna show you guys today how to get this thing out of here, how to take the manifold off, how to get the charger off, and how to install a Fizzle intercooler into a Yamaha FX SVHO. Just want to show you guys what we're working with here. Like I said, it is a Fizzle intercooler. A lot of people ask me why I go with Fizzle intercooler, and it's simply because it's the best intercooler on the market, in my opinion. So this is what you get in the package, guys. You get a few Fizzle stickers. You get your Fizzle intercooler that's in here, the pipe that connects from the supercharger to the intercooler, and then you get a couple couplers, some nice new stainless steel clamps, you know, whole shebang. It's a very nice kit, very affordable. But I have one question for you guys. Have you guys hit the subscribe button yet? Because I need y'all to hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell, you know? Do a little bit of clicking for me at least, you know, help me out. Let's grow this freaking place, man. I'm gonna jump right into the video. All right guys, so since this is basically a how-to video, I'm gonna show you guys what tools you're gonna need to pull this off and how I do everything. So first thing, if you guys haven't got one of these, you're slacking. So you already know what it is, Milwaukee. That thing saves you so much time while you're working on these because they're so small and they fit in all like the little tight spaces and stuff. So get yourself a Milwaukee. Next, you're gonna need a 12, a 10, 7, couple extensions. Need a 4 Allen socket thing, some cutters, a magnet, adjustable wrench, some needle nose pliers, and a 14 wrench. All those tools are needed to complete this job successfully. What I like to do is lay everything out on the table, see what I'm working with, lay my tools out so I know I have everything that I need. First thing I do on here is I start cutting off all of these zip ties with the cutters. This ski is zip tie happy, guys, so you're gonna spend at least a minute or two finding and cutting all the zip ties off as you start pulling the electronics off. Show you guys how to assemble the Fizzle intercooler, how to put the tile onto the intercooler, because this clamp right here makes it a pain. But we'll get it going. I'm gonna start assembling the intercooler, start cutting zip ties, and start ripping this thing apart. All right guys, so there you have it. The intercooler is all set up. I like to put the tile blow-off valve onto the intercooler outside of the jet ski just because it is a little rough trying to get that bottom clamp on there. So I like to do that with as much room as I have. Also, tighten up your 10mm vacuum line fitting up here. I set one of the water lines that dump on here already. I already know it's this one. It's always the 90. This one here, we're just gonna have to figure out which water line is coming from the inside of the hole to the intercooler. So it either is gonna be the smaller or the bigger line. So we're gonna wait to do that while we have the other intercooler out and all that. So now, basically gonna move on to cutting all the zip ties out of this thing, removing the fuel line, removing the blow-off valve kit that's on here. I'm gonna remove the supercharger just so that I don't have to fight the stock intercooler when I remove it from this area right here. So I'm gonna remove the supercharger as well, so I could just have ease of getting the Fizzle in, getting the old one out, and then, you know, just repeating the process backwards and putting it together. So I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that. All right guys, there is your stock intercooler. It's a pretty wimpy unit, so switching to a Fizzle is definitely gonna help the ski breathe a lot better. So one thing you do have to take off of this intercooler before you continue the process is there's a little rubber guy in here with a washer. You're gonna have to push that out of there, and then you're gonna have to transfer that setup over to this bracket that's supplied by Fizzle. Another thing you wanna do is you wanna install the bottom half of the bracket first, and then you wanna install this while it's in the ski. While the intercooler's in the ski, you want to install that other bracket. You can't install the bracket and then install it into the ski. It's not happening, it's not gonna fit. So this goes in first, this goes in next. Make sure you get your little washer guy, slip it into here. That way, when you do mount it, it mounts up to the stock location right down here. So, gonna move on to that, drop in the Fizzle, put the piping on, run the water lines, and put it all back together now. All right guys, as you can see, we went ahead and installed the Fizzle intercooler in there, and we went ahead and also installed the intake manifold. Since this manifold was already previously tapped for the Riva blow-off valve kit, it already has fitting right here for me to run my vacuum line. That's the only thing that is missing out of this entire process. You would have to just tap your manifold and put in the supplied fitting by Fizzle. So with the intake manifold back in, Fizzle intercooler mounted, the next thing I'm doing is throwing the supercharger in and then putting the intercooler pipe from intercooler to the supercharger. Once that's done, then we'll move on to the intake, reinstall that. All the water lines are already connected. I just have to get this dump right here and connect it to the stock dumps that dump out right here. All right guys, got it all bundled up. The Fizzle is installed. I'm gonna go ahead and start it up so you guys could hear what the tile 50 mil blow-off valve sounds like. All right guys, so next one on the block for today is gonna be Max's RX-TX 300. This thing is just coming in for a service, so I'm gonna start doing that, getting the oil pulled, spark plugs, oil filter, replacing everything, checking around the whole ski, checking the jet pump, and then hooking up the computer, resetting the maintenance light. A lot of people forget to do that, and I know it would piss me off, so I always make sure to reset the maintenance light. So yeah, just gonna get chopping on this thing. He should be back within an hour or so. Guys, if you need service on your ski and you're around me, around my area, bring me your ski. I get it in and out of here in one day. You don't have to be waiting multiple days or weeks at a dealer or something. I got you guys covered. Let's get it cracking. All right guys, as you can see, Max went ahead and took off, picked up his ski. Shout out, man. I appreciate your business and I appreciate you trusting me with your ski. All right guys, so something a little different we got in the actual mailbox at the shop. Just want to read this out. So it says, "Hi, just wanted to say thanks for making such great videos. I don't even have a ski. May get something, but not the radical stuff. Your video quality is fantastic. People don't understand how much effort and time it takes to make a YouTube video. I can't remember what video it was, but you were sick and tired of people bashing on other people's companies." And it says, "I loved it when you said, then do it yourself." People can be such effing idiots, especially when you are on YouTube. I couldn't handle it. Thanks for explaining everything so well when you get into the repairs and such upgrades. Sorry for the poor penmanship. So this letter was from Gary Shaw, and he actually sent us $100 that I'll probably not cash. I'll just frame it and put it on the wall somewhere. But I'm gonna call Gary, and I want to thank him personally for taking his time to, you know, actually write out a letter, find our address, send it to us. You know, I want to call him. You know, I want to try to maybe send him a shirt or something, or, you know, just something to show him that I appreciate him for appreciating us, basically. So let's see how this goes. This is his, he does welding, Gary Shaw Welding. Hopefully he answers. All right, so Gary's texting me, so he's got to answer the phone now, right? You think so? All right, cool, let's call. All right. Hopefully the camera picks up the audio.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? Is this Gary?
How you doing, Mom?
Hey, what's up, man? How are you?
Good, man. You don't gotta spend time calling people back. I appreciate what you do.
No, man. I just wanted to call and say thank you for the gesture, man. It's pretty nice that you went out and took your time to do that. So I just wanted to call you and say thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem at all.
So I'm actually calling you on the camera, so say hi to everybody.
Okay, how we doing out there?
There we go. Yo, so hey Gary, so I want to hook you up, man. What size shirt do you wear? I want to send you some stuff.
Don't. Just keep all the money to yourself.
No, I don't even want to cash your check. I just want to send you some money or some merch, man. Cause like I said, I appreciate your time and the check that you sent us, basically. So I want to make sure I take care of you.
Just a large cotton t-shirt. That's all I want.
I got you. And then I'm gonna send you something else, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I'm just gonna throw it in the package for you.
Okay.
All right. Can I send it to that what's this called here? Titcom Road, 142.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Yes.
I'm gonna let everybody know who you are on YouTube, so you get some business.
I'm all set. Hey, thanks a lot, man.
All right, thank you, Gary. Have a good one, man.
You do have a good day. Bye.
Later, buddy. Yo, that's our man Gary. So I still haven't sent this piston out with the valve thing yet, just because I just haven't had time to, man. But obviously with Gary sending me this, he actually sent me this in October, guys. It's December now, so that's how long it takes me to get to the mailbox outside in the front. So I'm gonna send him a large shirt, and I'm gonna send him this souvenir, just so show him we appreciate what you do, and hopefully he enjoys the little stuff we send him. So send him some shirts, some stickers, and it'll make me feel good inside. Okay, bye. All right, guys, so like I said, I'm gonna send Gary some stuff. So I got a large shirt for him, I got some stickers, an armband, frisbee, and like I said, I'm gonna send him a souvenir, this turbo piston, or piston from the turbo ski with the valve drop. So I'm gonna send him that, and just thanks again, Gary, for the gesture that you did, man. We appreciate it here big time. What are you laughing at?
We appreciate it.
We appreciate it here, man. We appreciate it. We're just gonna go ahead and end the video here. Keep an eye out for the website. I am about to drop it finally. And another big thing that I'm gonna talk about on the next video is remote tuning. I said it.